Why don't lions attack when you are in a safari vehicle? If you often watch animal videos on YouTube, you will not be unfamiliar with the scenes of tourists visiting wildlife sanctuaries in open-top jeeps and without even protective glass doors. This is obviously more convenient for sightseeing. But what about safety? Have you ever wondered about this? Will dangerous predators like lions and leopards attack you? Actually, this is safer than you think if you understand the behavior of wild animals. Wild animals only attack you in two cases. One is if they think you're prey, and second, when they feel threatened. And neither of these two cases happen when you are in a jeep. When they see an open safari vehicle full of people, all they see is one single thing: a large beast with some abundances on top. As a large and potentially powerful, beasts doesn't interest them, as well as other large animals such as adult rhinos and elephants. They know the hunting effort is not worthy, not because they fear humans. However, all attention is necessary, as apex predators such as lions or even leopards are relatively intelligent and curious animals. If somebody stands up and detaches himself from the rest of the beast's mass, the predator may be curious and in doubt if that is a part of a large beast or is something else separate. It may then investigate or attack. In case of an attack, we all can imagine what happens. If it starts to investigate too close, many tourists may lose their nerve, stand up and even run, which would be the worst mistake, as the predator will then be sure that this is a prey and will start chasing, hunting reflex, and they run much faster than any of us. Considering that the local guides normally orient passengers to stay seated, quiet, only observing when close to animals. They teach you to never stand up, shake arms, or worst, get out of the safari vehicle. In this last case, the animal will be sure you are not part of the large beast and will notice you are actually the perfect size for prey. And some private game reserves do not disclose the fact that, in order to maintain the savage aspect of the tour, especially those where an open safari vehicle is used, they prepare the animals to get used to human presence. Before opening a new game reserve or when new animals are bought, yes, they do buy animals from other places to populate or replace losses, so there's plenty to be seen by tourists. They get the animals used to the safari vehicle and people by running close to them on a frequent basis, until the animal is used to the vehicle and the people and do not show aggressiveness anymore. They do it until a large beast is already a part of their landscape. That is why they really do not attack. Nevertheless, if a pack of lions insists on being aggressive to humans, which makes the reserve lose money, they resell or even shoot down the rebels? Sad. No. No publicity on this. Bad for business. In some countries, the type of wildlife park that allows visitors to freely drive while sightseeing is very popular. And during the tour of the park, visitors are always warned not to get out of the car and not to leave the car windows open.
I know.
There have been many reports of tourists being attacked by lions because they forgot to close their car windows. Typically, a female tourist was mauled and beaten to death by a lion while driving to a wildlife park in Johannesburg, South Africa in 2015. Why is that? Obviously, if an open-top Jeep without protective glass doors is still safe, then why is a car with open glass doors a fatal mistake? This is because lions in parks are often not completely wild. They are often raised from a young age, so they often come into contact with humans. They no longer feel afraid of people, but often associate humans as prey or food. Therefore, they are ready to attack when given the opportunity. That's why you often only hear about lion attacks on people in parks, but rarely hear about lions attacking people in jeeps in wildlife reserves. Despite it all, it is a unique experience, especially if the tourists are accurately warned about the true risks. I recommend it. And yeah, this WildThing's video comes to an end. Please comment your opinion about this video, and also don't forget to like, share and subscribe to motivate us with more interesting latest videos. Thank you. And now, see you guys in the next one.